Hi guys, welcome to Board Squadron. I'm your host, Board Leader. Now, today's episode, I want to share with you a very fun game. I've yet to play it though, but it looks like something I would really enjoy. It is called Stay on Target. This cute little game I got from Five Below. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to go support, go to your local Five Below to get this game. This is a 2 to 5 player game. You're essentially just making a run against the Death Star in the trench. I think Stay on Target could have had a different name like Trench Run or Attack Run, but it's cool. Now, for 2 to 5 players, each player takes control of a different colored leader. Let's go with purple leader. Now, with all the leaders, you'll have purple, green, gold, blue, or gray. Each one has a defense level and a backup shield deflect attack. For a single use, each one will have a different number range for your trench run attack. Let's just look at one of them. Each color will have a colored leader set with their defense. Then you get a plus defense boost. This will go to this. We'll talk about that in a second. Everyone also has the help of Obi-Wan Kenobi. He can guess the next attack card in the trench. You could avoid that attack. It is discarded if you guess wrong, but if you guess correctly, you may use him again for a use in that run. Everyone also has the Millennium Falcon to deflect any one attack. It is a single use. These cards, should you also choose to use them, will give different evades of types of the cards in the Imperial deck with the numbers. Each one varies a little bit with these two cards because everyone will always have a defense. Some of these colors may not be 4. Like, for example, if you're a green leader, he'll have a 5 defense. I think it just helps to make everyone stay at 12. But I believe one of these guys also has a 13 starting HP if you start with that one. But all these two will be different amongst the colors, which is really cool. The object of the game is to survive the trench with different Imperial cards to attack the Death Star. You make your run. At the end, you get to the thermal exhaust port. So here's how this works. You have the Death Star as a little prop for the token. The end of that will be in a thermal exhaust port. You have to use 4 target points to destroy the Death Star. So it will take you a few runs to do so at least. Then you have the Imperial cards, which are the Imperial deck cards in the trench. Using your leader and 3 other cards of your choice, you run through the Death Star and try to survive. When you're running through the trench, if you get to the 5th one, you earn at least 1 target point. If you make it all the way to the end, you earn yourself 2 target points. So each round will be played and you'll earn target points. When you get at least 4 or more target points and the end, you blow up the Death Star and you win the game. If 2 players make it to the end, tiebreaker is by the points. If tied points are the same, both players win the game. So it's a little fun. It looks very simple, very easy, competitive, but not too competitive, which is cool. So the other 2 cards that you do not use out of the 5, you'll have a health tracker. One of them will be the number. The other one, you'll see the arrow right there, and you use that to keep track of your life points. If your life points ever go low, you are out of the round, and according to where you are, you earn points for that round. After one round is completed, you get to restart a second round by changing up the Imperial cards and using a new hero set that you want to use. Maybe I'll want to use these two with the help of Obi-Wan Kenobi for this round. Mind you, the Millennium Falcon, if I use it on this first one, will be out for the rest of this attack run. It will be available as an option to use the next run if I choose to use it. Now, the types of Imperial cards. Some of the cards will obviously vary, but we have blast attacks, we have starship attacks, and laser attacks. The numbers for the attacks signify how much health we will lose for that attack. However, if I'm purple later and I have this card, evade Imperial Fleet cards with attack 3 and 8, I am safe from this one attack. And I only have to suffer through one at a time as we go. And this is multi-use. So, for example, our first card here will be a starship attack of 3 to 8. I feel like that might be too high, but luckily my Rebel Fleet card will deflect this attack. Every other player will either take damage or negate that attack. Then we go through our second attack, which is a starship attack 4. I will take -4 health. A laser attack of 9. If, by example, that attack would have hurt me, I'd be able to use a deflector shield. However, my deflector shield only protects me from attacks 4, 5, 6, or 7 because of my card. So this will probably be a good time to use my Millennium Falcon to dodge that. Next, we could have another blast attack. My Rebel Fleet card will defend me. A blast attack of 1. It is too low, but I would be able to take 1 hit. This last card, a blast attack of 2, I would be able to survive the round and earn 2 target points. What's cool about this is when you're setting up the attack run line, you're going to shuffle all the Imperial cards. Every player will get a chance to place at least one of the cards down. If you're playing a 3-player game, you're going to place down 2 cards down the line. So you take 2 of the cards, you pick the one you want, and you're going to put it in the trench line. Green leader will look at the next 2 top cards and choose one that they want to go through. Then the 3rd player, gold leader, he will also look at the top next 2 and choose one to go through. After all players have set one, you can either go again, depending on your amount of players, choose the next 2, choose one to put in the trench, and so on and so forth. There must always be a minimum of 6 of the Imperial cards with the cool back here. And if you're playing like a 3-player game, each player can put 2. If you're playing a 4-player game, each player will put 1, and then the next 2 are just the top 2 cards. You will always use 6 in a trench run. After you have at least 4 target points, and you make it through the end of the trench run, you blow up the Death Star, and you win the game.